then everything changed.
Yeah.
What happened?
So I was working this source. He knew someone that knew the guy I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And he was going to have a party and have that person over at their house. I said, okay, I'll come over. We'll hit the gym in the morning. I'll take a shower. I'll bring a bag. Okay.
You have no weapons, right?
None.
Yeah. No knife?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No. I'm at the house. He makes a phone call. He leaves. He's been gone for a while. It's like 7 o'clock. People are supposed to start coming over. And then all of a sudden, the front door of his apartment flies open. And I see him just like fly across the living room with his handcuffs in front of him, lands on the floor. And then I look back and there's like a 20-year-old kid with a fucking pistol right at my forehead. And I can hear like the spring in the magazine shaking and his fingers on the trigger. And I was just like, whoa, 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 whoa. And everything's in Serbian, so there's like 4 uniformed cops in there. This guy's terrified. He's just finally get to, like, super compliant, go to my stomach, handcuff me behind my back. And then some 2 plainclothes guys walked in. And they're like, oh, American? I'm like, well, I was like, hey, does anyone speak English? And they're like, oh, American. I'm like, yeah. And then they're looking around this guy's house and like grabbing all this shit. And this guy's a hunter and has a bunch of like licensed stuff to him. And they're pulling out all of his guns and shit. And they're like, oh, you like guns, huh? I'm like, what? I said, as much as the next guy. Like, what do you mean? They're like, where's your passport? I'm like, it's right here. You know, am I under arrest? Yes, you are.
Before you go any further with that, 2 quick questions that I think are pertinent. Number 1, did you have a cover story? Like, as you're coming in, if their custom says, hey, why are you here? Are you just saying, oh, I'm just here hanging out?
Yeah.
So you're not telling them that you're working. It's a total, oh, I'm just fucking hanging out.
Yeah.
And in that same vein, like, that's your directive from the company, is that you're going and doing this kind of undercover-ish?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not walking around with a telephoto lens. Like,
yeah. But, okay.
So I'm on the ground. I'm arrested, so get in the car. Then from there, we go straight to a police station. We're all separated. I'm in a shitty little room. It's cold. And I think over the course of 4 days, they would take me out and interrogate me. And the first time I went out, you know, it's all like the building the police station is in, it looks totally condemned. There's like broken furniture piled up on the landings of each stairwell, and you know, there's no smoking signs that are like yellowed from smoke. You know, I'm like, what? This is like out of a movie set.
Yeah.
So I go sit down and sit in a chair, 2 cops in the room, and then on the table there's this lady who's like dressed like the lady from 101 Dalmatians, got this big fur coat, but she's built like Ursula, like she's huge. She's like smoking a cigarette, and she's like, "I am translate to make for you," and I'm like, "Oh, fuck, this is gonna be good."
Yeah.
They're like asking my name, like it's on my passport, and I have a suffix, the 3rd, and like, how do we do the 3rd? I went over to the computer. I'm like, oh my god, this is so fucking crazy. She's like, sign this. And I'm like, this is in Cyrillic and in Serbian, which I don't know. I'm like, what does it say? You have bombs and you have a gun and you're making bombs, all this crazy shit. I'm like, I'm not signing that.
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay, sign this. I'm like, okay. And I can make out proper names because I can read Cyrillic. There's like Rolex, passport, Daniel, Corbett, like my belongings. I'm like, okay, I'll sign this because it's true. And they brought in like some EMTs, and the cop was like, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, don't bite. He's make a biting motion. I'm like, what? And then they just like pried my mouth open and took a bunch of cotton swabs for DNA. And I'm like, okay. Went back to my little holding cell.
Were you by yourself in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave me a shitty little sandwich, which I used as a pillow. Because I couldn't fit on the bench all the way, so I was sleeping on the ground. And they pulled me up again, and there was like this big cop, plain clothes, but like had tactical boots on, spoke pretty good English. He's like, oh, you're here for Vucic. I'm like, Vuk? Like wolf? No. They're like, then he was like, what? I'm like, what? He's like, are you DEA? No. CIA? No. What are you doing? We're just hanging out. What's your job? I'm like, I'm a private contractor. Okay. But you're here for Vucic? I'm like, I don't know what that is. He's like, it's the president. You're here to assassinate the president. I said, no. And he was like, fuck, hold on. He called in some coffee, closed the door, and he's like, all right, bro, like, I totally believe you, but the media already has it, so it's already in the news.
No shit.
I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah. I was like, no, I'm not here to kill a president. Like, what are you talking about? Fly into the same country? Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's not how you would do something like this. So he's like, well, you're going to go to jail for sure. You're an ex-Navy SEAL. It's election year for this guy. You know, they want to play nice with Russia. So, like, they have this, like, American guy they can make be a spy. It's like, he's like, dude, you are fucked.
Did they find out that you were a SEAL?
I told him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How did they respond to that?
It was like, why would someone with that kind of status come to our shitty country?
To party by yourself?
Like who cares?
Yeah.
So get put back in my room, and then I get investigated again because now I have the organized crime unit on me.
And this is a few days apart each time? Like you're sitting there for a few days, you get pulled out, interrogated?
I think it's more like 18 hours,
Okay.
15. I couldn't tell because there was no windows, no way to tell time.
And was there a toilet in there?
Yeah.
Sink you could drink?
Yeah, they let you get water, yeah.
But not a lot of food?
No.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah. Didn't give a shit.
Come out lean, looking good. You know what I mean?
I'm on a fast, whatever.
So get pulled into another interrogation with two guys, and they're the organized crime thing. So why is there organized crime? Like, what? He's like, oh, you and three others are being charged with organized crime. I'm like, what the fuck with three others? What do you mean three people? With me, that's four. Like, yeah, that's organized crime. Okay, so these guys are like, who's this person? Who's this? And like, I was okay making statements because, you know, we knew we've done all the things and resistance techniques and stuff. And I was really tired and I could feel it because I'm like, what? I'm like, you know what, guys, I'm done talking to you. And then they asked through the good cop, that one that told me I was fucked. He's like, hey, they ask if you want to take a lie detector test. And then he leans in real close and he goes, say no. I was like, no. He's like, nope. All right. And then before they stormed out of the room, they said, we can tell you've been trained, but even the best give up things they don't even know they're giving up to us. And I was like, ooh, whatever, dude. Yeah. Went down. And then, you know, another 18 hours goes by. Me and the kid I was arrested with at his house and two other people I've never seen, we get loaded in a paddy wagon. I asked the kid, where are we going? He said, we're going to CZ. I said, what's that? He goes, Centralny Zatvor, like central jail. We're going to jail. But on the way to jail, we stopped at the courthouse. Another little prison cells underneath. We all go make statements, and we're all in this big hallway. It's like chaos. There's like all these people in this hallway, and like I'm just in fucking handcuffs. And when I first got arrested in my first interrogation, they asked, hey, do you want a state-appointed attorney, or do you want an attorney that the guy's house you're at that he's hiring? And I said, well, fuck, is this kid like trying to set me up? That's a 50-50. State-appointed, that's 100%. I'm done. So I guess I got to go with the 50-50, right? Fast forward, we're back in that hallway at the courthouse. Some guy comes up to me. He's like, hey, a bunch of guys come up to me like, I'm a lawyer, I'm a lawyer, I'm a lawyer. And then one guy's like, hey, these two people say hello. I said, boom, you're my guy.
These two people, meaning one of the guy that you were with?
Not at the house, just an associate of mine.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, just make a statement. Went in there. I got arrested. I don't know what's going on. Okay, well, we have 6 months to investigate. And then after that, we all went back downstairs, loaded up another paddy wagon, and then actually went to the jail.
So now you're in regular Serbian prison
straight up.
and just gen pop.
No, the first couple days they put you in like an observation cell. So I went in there, and I mean, the toilet was just a hole in the floor, and like there's bed bugs. I mean, it's fucking shitty. There's a guy already on the first rack. I get in the second rack, and wake up. The guy starts speaking to me in Serbian. I'm like, no. He's like, American? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what are you doing here? Where's the embassy? Like, this is crazy.
You started speaking English?
Yeah, he did. He knew some, and I'm like, yeah, you're fucking telling me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just the doldrums, just laying there, not knowing what's going on. Food, the way they do food, when we first got there, they gave you a wool blanket, a bowl, and a spoon, and they just walk by with this big trolley and this like 5-gallon metal bucket and a ladle, and whatever color juice they put in your bowl, and they give you some bread. That's it for lunch, and then like for dinner is like one hot dog. So that went on for 4 or 5 days. My roommate was getting kind of stir crazy. He's like, he's a career criminal. So he's like, you get 2 days in here, and then after that, you get to go in a regular room with walks and all this shit. And I was like, okay. Then he was like getting like really fucking amped up. I'm like, dude, I don't want to have to put hands on this guy. If I do that, like, it's going to look worse. And it couldn't have came soon enough. The guards were like, get escorted all the way around the prison, this giant maze of stairs and hallways.
Are you walking by Serbian prisoners? Like, like out of a movie?
Oh, yeah.
They're whistling and yelling at you and shit?
No.
No? Really?
So Serbia is a pretty homogeneous country. A bunch of Serbs, bunch of Orthodox Serbs, and then you have like some other nationalities. But for the most part, it's like 90% the same type of people, right? So there's not like these gangs and that gangs and that gangs. It's pretty much like we're in this together.
Yeah.
Was the vibe I got after. So I go into my first room, and my room way nicer. Bunk beds are cleaner. There's a little TV on, and everyone's like looking at me like, "What? Who is this guy?" And they're like trying to talk to me. And there's like one kid in there that speaks English a little bit, and I'm like, "Fuck, dude, got to be the gray man, but I also got to be ready to like stab somebody." Right? 'Cause I've seen the movies, right?
Yeah.
And this one young kid gets up on the window, and he's like yelling, blah, 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 American, because the window looked like the courtyard, and he's like the herald of the news. And I was like, hey, man, like, I'm trying to like be quiet, like low key. And he just laughs, changes the channel. Daniel Corbett, SEAL, arrested, just ticker on the bottom over and over and over again. I was like, well, there goes the whole gray man thing.
Shit, man.
Yeah, and that room I had for that first month was a dude who murdered his wife with a hammer, some guy who was a professional gypsy kidnapper, and then this Croatian terrorist kid. And because I was in this special room, we only got 30-minute walks and not 2-hour walks.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're with 3 other dudes in a room?
Yeah.
Yeah. Two-man bunk beds?
Yep.
Did any of them speak English?
That one Croatian kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So were you communicating through him to everybody?
Yep.
Yeah. Dude, there's like a million fucking questions stemming from all this before we go any further. So I guess first off, I'm assuming that your associate, the guys that said hello through the attorney, that was your company?
Yep.
Like at that point, they knew you had gotten rolled up,
Yeah.
and were they working back channels trying to...
Yeah, everyone was trying to see what was going on
Yeah.
and what happened, yeah.
Did the U.S. government get involved at all?
They tried. So fast forward, I mean, I'll get to that.
Okay. Well, yeah, we can tackle that, I guess, when it gets to it. But at that point, there had been no correspondence from anybody.
None.
And you hadn't talked to anybody from back home. There's no phone call. There's no nothing.
Nope.
Yeah. It's got to be a pretty nerve-wracking experience because at this point, it's like a month and a half, right?
Yeah.
Food-wise, I ask everybody about the food. Sometimes people give me shit. I love food. I'd go fucking nuts eating. Was that the standard?
This is how food works there. I'm going to start with lunch, and you'll see why. Pull out your bowl. You either have a yellow, brown, red, or green soup. They say it's pea soup or bean soup, but there's never any peas or beans in there. It's just hot, colored water, right?
With no flavor?
None.
Yeah.
So you get your bowl of soup, and they give you a huge loaf of bread. Right? Well, that loaf of bread is supposed to last you until lunch tomorrow. And then at night, they'll give you like 2 little plastic wrapped hot dogs. And then for breakfast, they'll just come around with a 5-gallon bucket of jam and just ladle it into your bowl. So now you have this jam and bread.
Wow.
Yeah. And you just repeat the process over and over again.
How much weight did you lose?
Like 7 pounds.
Really?
Well, I don't eat that much anyways. Yeah. But I also had money to go to the cantina on Wednesdays and Fridays and buy a bunch of tuna fish, peanuts, whatever. Okay. Yeah.
Well, how did you access that? You had money with you?
No, people put money in for your
commissary thing.
Yeah.
Was it your company or family or what?
Everybody.
Man, that's fucking wild. With the other 3 inmates that you were in a cell with, were there ever any issues between?
Oh, yeah.
Like what?
They were all taking like some sort of drugs that the prison was more than happy to give anybody. It's like pinks, blues, yellows, whites.
Really?
I didn't know what they were, but I'm like, no, thank you. And they would just take their drugs, sleep all day, and stay up all night listening to their pop music and playing dice and like writing their fucking manifestos and giving each other tattoos with the razor blade and penning. You know, like, oh, they called me Foka, which is the word for the animal seal in Serbian. They didn't understand it. It was an acronym, so I was called Foka. So they're like, Foka, you need one. I'm like, no.
Hepatitis? No thanks.
So he kept falling asleep with the TV on and the radio he had clipped under the spring under my bed. And I'm like, dude, it was like 3 a.m. I just grabbed his radio and I spiked it. Boom. And apparently it took him like 5 months to get that approved.
Oh, wow. so he was happy about that.
So they moved me out of the room.
Oh, no shit. They did or the guards did?
The guards did.
Yeah.
Like,
he was ready to fucking...
No, I would have fucking murdered him, but they were like, you don't deserve to not only have 30-minute walks. They've been observing me for almost 2 months now, and they're like, this guy's fucking normal.
Yeah.
And like the charges against him don't even exist yet. So they put me in a room that had way better room. They had a professional state-sponsored hitman, a junkie, and an Australian cocaine dealer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Before you got moved into there, in that same... or in the prior room, you had those issues with him, but were there ever any physical altercations, arguing, uncomfortableness? Like, to me, it would be hard to sleep.
Right away, the guy who murdered his wife with a hammer was like, hey, I have something for you. I was like, okay. And then I was sitting and he's walking behind me. I was sitting at the little table we had, and like he pulls out this pen, but the pen where the ballpoint would be, it's taken out and there's a razor blade melted into it, like a little shiv. And I was like, I stood up, and then he reached into his little organizer thing and pulled out a box of cookies and cut the cellophane. He's like, whoa. And that's when I kind of learned, like, everyone here is standing trial and doesn't want to do anything crazy
to make it worse,
look bad in court.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that kind of put your spidey senses down a little bit. Once you realized
I mean, the dude did kill his wife with a hammer, so I was kind of like...
Allegedly.
Yeah, right? Yeah, allegedly. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm curious, like, when you go into a bar and there's a dude sizing you up and you guys are kind of trying to figure out if you like each other or not or hate each other, there's so much nonverbal
cues.
Communication. Yeah. How self-aware were you of putting off that vibe, like, dude, I will fuck you up at first?
I was, but I didn't have to.
Really?
Because the news has said I was there to kill the president. Come to find out, everybody in there, guess who they hate?
President.
Now guess who they love? Me.
Oh, I gotcha. So they're all
like,
this dude's a hero.
I was like revered.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucking wild.
It was wild. I was getting like salutes from prison guards. I was like, what?
Wow, like everybody hated him.
Everyone.
Wow.
Everyone.
Damn. Dude, that's fucking wild. All right, so you said you got tuna fish and peanuts from anything else? Like, what all was available?
Man, I got down on some Sudoku. I'm fucking sick. The jigsaw puzzle one, like all of them. I'd get crazy every now and then and get a Snickers bar. Yeah. Some cigarettes.
Yeah. What kind of cigarettes? American?
No. Shitty.
Weird Serbian green leaf fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Some David off to be fancy. They just had some crazy wacky shit in there.
What were you doing the rest of the day? I mean, if it's 30-minute walks, I mean, are you PTing? Are you fucking?
I wasn't, because I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm going to be out of here. Like, I'm not going to try to set a routine, not get comfortable. My lawyer, through some friends, brought me in a bunch of books. And I don't know if it was a joke, but the first book I got was Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky. And I was like, thanks, guys. So just read a bunch, played chess.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really planning on being there that long.
Yeah. Were they interrogating you at all during that time?
No.
So it was only the first few days.
Yeah.
And from a SEER school comparison standpoint, were there any actual like legitimate interrogation tactics, or was it just kind of interviewing?
They were horrible.
Yeah.
They needed some schooling.
Yeah. Like you saw right through any.
Yeah.
Was there anything that stood out as them trying to be sneaky and you're just like, dude, come on?
No. Just that little threat at the end.
Yeah.
We know you're trained, but you gave us something that you don't know you gave us.
But otherwise, they were just basically interviewing you.
Yeah. They were confused too.
Yeah.
They were like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you get moved into the new room. At this point, you've been there for a month and a half, 2 months?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What happened? Like once you were in there, any problems with those inmates, or was it kind of the same
that
thing?
one was cool. So the main guy, the state-sponsored killer, he was like, these are the rules. No smoking after 11, no smoking before 7. TV goes off at 11. Keep your shit clean. I was like, nice to meet you, bud. We're good. And
what kind of guy did he seem like? Legit?
Serious as fuck.
Yeah. Because again, like you do this type of stuff long enough, you can tell when a motherfucker can handle himself. Like you got that impression, like this dude's nobody to fuck with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Physically, was he pretty capable?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Big dude?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was the shortest guy in Serbia by like fucking 8 inches. It's a huge country. Yeah.
Yeah. Like all the dudes are just these monstrously fucking big dudes.
Yeah.
So did you chat with them at all? Like get to know them?
We became friends.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, did you keep in touch with them afterwards?
No.
Not that close.
No, I mean, I still don't have, there's still a lot of personal belongings I don't have.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like that you came there with that they took?
Yeah.
Important shit?
My phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Did they get into it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't locked. I usually,
wow.
if I lock it, it's when I leave the house, but I'm sitting there at the house. I don't think I'm going to get wrapped up.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Your phone, what else?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Like the way for me to get in touch with somebody, but.
Did you have a bunch of cash on you?
Not a bunch.
Like a couple grand or less than that?
No, like 1,500 euros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they took that, I assume? Or did they put that into your fucking commissary?
I don't remember getting that back, actually.
Never thought about it?
A year and a half, I wasn't really thinking about 1,500 euros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have a wallet, credit cards, ID?
You know what? I was surprised to see they didn't take my Rolex.
Really?
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah. When I finally got out. Yeah.
So that one's been through it all, huh?
Yeah. It sat in a little bag in a little fucking storage locker.
That's really fucking surprising. I'd think in a
like,
place like that, that'd be the first fucking thing they'd take.
Yeah,
like, bro, what watch?
Yeah. Idiot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's a trip, man. All right. So there was a state-sponsored terrorist or hitman.
Hitman. There was a junkie.
A junkie, and then an Australian coke dealer.
Yeah.
You got to know all of them pretty well.
Yeah, the junkie was great. Having an ex-junkie in your room, if you ever go to Serbian prison,
yeah, that's the deal.
Because they don't have a lot of money.
Yeah,
and then they will do anything to get their drugs. And there is drugs in the system, right? So they need things to trade. Well, I have money for cigarettes and coffee, and we need the room cleaned.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. He trades it, and it's great.
So he turns into your bougie boy, fucking Aaron.
But, I mean, he was super funny and entertaining to have around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Total goofball.
Yeah. Did you talk to the hitman about any of the shit that he went on? Like, did he share any of that, or was it?
There was some shop talk a little bit. Yeah.
Can you share any of it, or would you?
I think he's in and out right now.
You don't want to fucking ruffle those feathers. It's a trip. Do you know about how old all of them were?
Yeah, the hitman guy was he was like 27, 28 at the time. The junkie was like 34, and then the Aussie was like 38, 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was the Aussie in Serbia dealing coke and got arrested?
Like $3 million deal, cash.
Like, was he bringing coke from Australia, or he was just there?
Their boat got intercepted, and Interpol said it was another cocaine faction was going to sell it back to him, and it wasn't. It was Interpol, and they wrapped him up.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
How long did you stay in that room for?
Till the end.
So for a year and a half?
Yeah.
That entire time, how much correspondence did you have with the attorney, with your company, with family? Was there any of it?
I had my attorney visit once a month. The State Department would come, but they were no help, really. I had signed for information to be released to my lawyer and my mom and dad, and then the State Department was like, "Oh, you're in trouble." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" And as the months went on, I would tell them, I'm like, "They're gonna try to give me a time served, go home, guilty time served," and they're like, "That's a good deal because this child molester in Indonesia, he turned that down and now he's doing 20 years." I'm like, "Why are you talking to me about a child molester in Indonesia? What are you talking about, man?" And I'm like, "Hey, can I write on the back of this paper and you can say that to my mom? I'm not supposed to take notes." I'm like, "Dude."
This is your attorney?
No, the State Department.
Oh,
It's the
God.
embassy.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
During that whole 18-month period, how many months went by before there was some idea of what the fuck you were being charged with or kind of where things were at?
So January to April, I was arrested. January, April, we go to like the small court and we all make our statements. And during this time, I found out that the kid I was staying with, that night, he wanted to buy drugs for this big party he was going to have. And the drug dealer showed up at the drug deal, as drug dealers do, I assume. Well, that guy's dad got arrested for drug dealing, so the cops were on his phone. So him and his friend got wrapped up with the drugs and a gun, and then the guy whose house I was with. So that's how there was 4 people in this case, and I haven't even seen these 2 other guys before.
Oh, okay.
No.
And it was at that first showing up at the small claims that you learned that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you, if you mentioned it and I forgot already, I apologize, the guy's house that you were staying at, how did you link up with him?
I was kind of talking to one chick and her friend was talking to him.
And
young dude, went to Boston College.
But he was the guy that said, "I know the guy that you're trying to."
I know someone who knows that guy.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, perfect.
Yeah. Was it a nice house?
It was like a nice apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing something about, well, actually, I guess before I asked that, where did the connection then come from in terms of them accusing you of wanting to kill the president? Was it just because of your background?
Yeah. Pure. Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, you're a SEAL and you're here? Well, you're fucking trying to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Wow. Did they mention it at that first appointment at small claims or whatever, or the small court?
No.
It was just what was the charge then?
So in April, we did our statements. Charge was, I had touched a gun. I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Nikola has a bunch of guns," was the kid's name, and he got arrested in a different city with a gun, and there was drugs and his friends. What the fuck? And then, so we all made the statements. They all made sense. And in April, the small court judge, she said, "Okay, you're free to go." This was in April, like 3 months after. I go back to my room. I start packing up. The standard suitcase for prison is a black trash bag, all my shit. And the guards come down the hallway. Foca, advocat, lawyer. Grab my bag, leave it. Lawyer's like, "Hey, man, right when you left, she got a phone call saying you need to be charged with something."
Fuck.
So I waited from April to November for them to even charge me with anything.
And every monthly update with the lawyer is just like, "I got nothing."
Well, I told him. He goes, "I'll keep visiting you." I'm like, "Bro, if you ain't got nothing to fucking tell me, don't come."
Really?
Yeah.
Like even breaking up the monotony of the
I don't
day
give
to-
a fuck.
No shit.
Yeah.
Just didn't give a fuck.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
My house.
I know shit.
Yeah.